mal Lärm auf einer Skala von 0 bis 10, die es gesehen haben, wie gut ihr es fandet. Das wäre jetzt so eine 4. Ihr habt nochmal die Chance, wie gut fandet ihr es? Okay, also schon mehr so eine 8. Das ist gut. Ja, ich bitte auf die Bühne unter einem Riesenapplaus. Please give a big Sunday at Comic Con Stuttgart round of applause for Jess Bush. Hello. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
How are you today?
A little cold.
Cold?
Cold. I could see my breath when I was walking over here this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very hot.
Oh, you're quite hot.
No, I'm not hot, but I'm hot.
You are hot.
Yeah, as you can see. Okay, how was your first day yesterday?
It was great. It's wonderful to be in Stuttgart. Wonderful to be in Germany. It's my first time here, so it's been great. I went to Berlin for a few days. I haven't had a chance to check out this city much yet because I've just been here. But so far it's been really wonderful hanging out with you guys.
When are you leaving? Tomorrow or?
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You have to check out Stuttgart sometime. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
We have a lot of beautiful cities in Germany.
Yeah, you do. I got the train here from Berlin and it was really cool. Just kind of watch the landscape on the way here.
The German train is not so cool.
Oh my god, it was a chaos.
It's absolutely right.
It was so funny. I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a first class ticket because there's catering and I can choose my seat and I can just be really comfortable.
In theory, yes.
Yeah, and they're like, you can't choose your seat, there's no food. And also, we're taking a 90-minute detour because there was an accident.
Welcome to Deutsche Bahn.
Whatever, it was fun.
Did you see some Star Trek cosplays yesterday?
A few, yeah, I did. Yeah, a couple.
Some from the new show, maybe?
I saw myself.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a moment. Cool. I love seeing nurse chapels around. It's really lovely. It's touching to be like, oh my god, someone else is enjoying this. It's a really fun costume to wear, so I encourage it. And I think it's now available online. If you want to go to Etsy, I'm pretty sure there's someone who makes them.
Okay.
So get amongst it, everyone.
Cool.
I expect you all to be dressed as me next year.
Even the guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. I just told the audience that today is spoiler day. Today we can talk about Strange New Worlds.
Oh, says who? Am I going to get sniped?
Says me.
Okay, listen. Alright.
So if you don't want to hear any spoiler, just leave now.
Okay.
So tell me all about Strange New Worlds.
Okay, we're going to start at episode 1.
Okay.
I've brought all the scripts with me. What would you like to know?
Your favorite scene at the first season. You cannot talk about the second season, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
But you
I will
already
definitely get sniped.
It's already been filmed.
Yes, so we finished filming season 2 at the end of June this year. Yeah.
Can you tell us how many episodes there will be?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say that. They're very,
or 12 or 8. Who knows?
They're very strict on the spoilers. They're very, very strict. We've gotten very good at being very tight-lipped.
So your favorite scene in season 1?
Ooh. I loved shooting the sequence in episode 9 with the Gorn, where it was just me and the Gorn in the hospital, in the sick bay. That was a full day shooting just me. It was the last shooting day of the entire season, and so everything was like half packed up. People were like kind of checking out. Half the people had flown out, and it was the biggest shooting day that I'd done in the whole season. And it was really challenging and thrilling to let myself go into like full-blown terror. Like that was extremely enjoyable for me as a performer. And also it's just like a huge privilege to be like the first person to like encounter a Gorn, you know, in this storyline. Yeah, it was really it was a memorable day for me.
Cool. Did the Gorn look like the original Gorn?
Exactly like the original Gone Disco Ball Eyes.
Did it move like that?
Actually, we had like, so I mean, in this, I'm scared I'm going to spoil it for you guys, but in season 1, we meet the young Gone. So my experience was that I saw some little tiny puppets about this big, and the rest was imagining. The rest was an X on a stick. So, didn't look quite like the original Gone.
Oh, there's a question.
Yeah. Hi.
I'm a fan of the original Star Trek, so it's so good to reconnect with the old characters.
Yeah.
But my question is, we are used to get to tell stories in a season of 11 episodes, one story. But in Strange New Worlds, there is one episode, one story.
Yeah.
Creepy one, the funny one.
Yeah.
What do you think? I love to get back to this kind of stuff, to tell stories in one episode.
Yeah, I mean, I like as a performer, it's delicious. Like it's a jungle gym. You are challenged at every turn. As soon as you get comfortable with one genre, you're flung in the other direction to do something else. So, from a performance perspective, it's the best. It's the best challenge. It's the best offer that you can be given. And story-wise, I think it's really great that it's like. I think the reason, like one of the big reasons that it's really satisfying for the older fans is that it's really harkening back to that original model, which like influences the entire energy of the show, the chemistry with the cast, the rhythm that we move at, like the quality of the imagery. Like it's really special, and it's pretty rare these days. Like you don't really see that model on TV, so it feels delightful.
Spoiler, I love the fairy tale episode.
Oh yeah? That was fun. That was really fun to shoot.
Which one was it?
The fairy tale episode 8.
8, okay.
Yeah.
And I guess 9 was the creepy.
Yeah, 9 was the good one.
And the funny one?
Sorry?
The funny one? Which one was?
The funny one. I mean, there was a few funny ones. It's kind of all a bit funny.
Okay.
I think episode 5, Shore Leave, that was like a rom-com. That was really fun too. I could do lots of that one.
Cannot wait to see it. Well,
yeah. Soon, next week, yeah?
8th of December, so 12 days. And 10 euros a month, I think. Yeah, you have Netflix and Amazon Prime,
yeah,
Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Apple Plus, and
how can we keep track?
Next question, Annika.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm nervous, sorry.
Me too, it's okay.
We are just cute because I also have a question about the episode The Elysium Kingdom. If you can tell any anecdotes about the shooting, because I think it was the most fun episode of the series.
It was really fun to shoot and really funny to shoot. I was only there for a couple of days because I only had a very small part in that episode. But even in like, I think I maybe actually was only on set one day, and it was hilarious because everyone was playing like the opposite of what their usual character would be. And like Chrissy had this huge dress, and she like swan into the room, and all the smoke in the room would like swirl around her. And she had Runa, her little dog, with her. And while we were shooting, Runa's like a little baby dog, and she like we were having a conversation inside of a take, and Runa was like falling asleep, like in the take, just like nodding off and like on camera. And that actually reminds me, on the same day there was an extra who was like in the sick bay lying down, and they started snoring in the middle of the take too. Yeah, which actually is much more common than you would think. I think background actors, I've heard from other background actors on set when this happened, I was talking to them, they're like, it's like a challenge that they all share. Is like, where can I have a nap? Like, where can I find a spot to have a nap? It's the challenge of the day.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello.
Without going into details, can you tell us about the reaction of the cast when you realized what the outcome of episode 9 was?
It was really sad. We did the table read, and they didn't tell us that. Oh, I don't. This is a big.
Please don't go into details. Just the reaction, because that would be a huge spoiler for everyone.
Totally. Well, in short, it was sad. That's kind of all I can say. It was very sad. We all felt it in the table
really
read.
sad.
Yeah, it was.
Even for us as viewers, it was
for sure
quite shocking.
Totally.
Looking forward to watching it and see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I don't want to see it anymore.
Who doesn't love a bit of heartbreak?
Hello. I heard you yesterday, and you told in the audition there was another name on the script for your role.
Yeah.
Which name was it? And another question. In the preface of the series, as you heard, it's going to be a new Star Trek series, and it's going to be a sequel where you're looking forward to interact with another iteration of Bones McCoy, or what were your expectations for your role?
Yeah, sure. So to answer your first question, the name was Nurse Miller. So that's the answer to that one. And my expectations, I didn't really have any expectations. I tried to go in quite openly and without pressure. I before the show I was aware of Star Trek, but I had no idea really the cultural gravity of it and its impact across like global pop culture and beyond pop culture as well, you know, in the sciences, and it's everywhere. But I, of course, had a very steep and wide education, and it's been so wonderful. But in the beginning, I was really naive to it, which I think actually played in my favor, because I was able to come to it with a sense of wonder and freshness and no expectation, that allowed a lot of creativity. And that, accompanied with the trust of the writers and the showrunners, was a very supportive creative environment for us, and for me in particular, I felt that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yesterday we talked a little bit about your visual artistry. Let's talk a little bit more. You are designing jewelry.
Yeah.
And some pieces are in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. So in the Elysian Kingdom, my costume had pieces of my jewelry within it, which was really cool. Yeah. The jewelry is kind of like a side project to a larger installation project that I've been working on for several years now. So the installation project is called Bee Totem. Yeah, so I collect dead honeybees from beekeepers, and I preserve them in spheres of crystal resin, and make those by the thousand, and suspend them from the ceiling in floating formations, and light them and sound them. And so the jewelry is an offshoot of that, and something that is more personal and can be owned by, carried with people to have a piece of that work. So it's little preserved insects, mostly bees, with sterling silver around them.
Cool. Why bees?
I just felt a very strong connection to that insect. I also think that they are so important to the healthy functioning of all of our ecosystems, and they're so important to our existence. And they also have become a bit of a poster child for our tenuous relationship with the environment. And so I think that they were a great object to illustrate, what's going on in the world, and hopefully inspire people to think a little deeper about that, feel a little more openly about it.
Cool, thank you. Thank you very much. Next question over there.
Hello.
I know Anson Mount from these serious roles, so I would like to know how is he off camera.
Anson, I mean, he's lovely. He's a bucket of fun. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
When you see him again, say hello from the Wood Fairy. He will know.
The Wood Fairy?
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, just tell him.
I'm not even going to ask.
You said that you didn't really watch Star Trek before Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Did you watch something after that? Star Trek
after
the original series or Next Generation?
Yeah. So I started watching some episodes from the original series. I really like TNG. I actually really like Lower Decks too. I've only just started with Lower Decks and I love it. I think that it's really playful and tongue-in-cheek, and they can be a little bit more racy than the other Star Trek series because it's a cartoon, I think, and I love it. Also, Tawny and Jack I've met, and they're great, so that always helps when you're watching a new series.
Cool. I read that you competed in Australia's Next Top Model thingy?
Yeah, 100 years ago, yes.
In retrospective, was it a good idea to compete there?
Oh, who can say? I don't know. I think that I wouldn't be where I am without that experience. You know, you can't really say what the other option would have been because you don't know. It's an abstract thought. It's not really worth investigating. But yeah, look, modelling I think is an industry that needs a lot of reform and to protect young people, and it's kind of troubled. And but I also had some incredible experiences and got to meet some amazing artists and some incredible friends that I still have today and have forged my path to acting and to where I am now, and I can be nothing but thankful for those experiences. Yeah. The show was weird though. It was a really weird experience. It's like 20 teenage girls living in a house together. Strange.
What was the weirdest thing?
God, it was like 12 years ago now. The weirdest thing.
You were 4 back then, right?
I was 4? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just one.
Not quite, but thanks.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing. I think just living in a house with 20 teenage girls that you didn't know, and you couldn't. We weren't allowed phones. We weren't allowed to tell anyone what was going on. We weren't allowed to go outside. It was really bizarre. Yeah.
Okay, we have 2 minutes left, so if you have any question, now's the time. Are there any upcoming projects you can talk about besides Star Trek?
Any other what, sorry?
Upcoming projects.
At this stage, no. No, just traveling around meeting you guys, auditioning. Yeah.
Will there be a 3rd season of Star Trek?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
So yes.
No comment. We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope the show goes for a long time. It's a really wonderful vehicle to be a part of. It's very cool.
So it's really good to have you here. It's been lovely talking to you.
Great to talk to you too.
And I hope so much that you and Anson and Ethan and all the other guys will be at FedCon next year.
Maybe, yeah. Everybody's recommended FedCon.
It's the same organizer, but in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's much more familiar.
Sounds like
not familiar. It's the wrong word. It's more like a family.
Intimate?
Intimate. Thank you. Not familiar. In Germany, it's familiar. So doesn't matter. Okay, so come to FanCon, please.
Okay, noted.
Or to COMIC CON, or to MagicCon if you're into fantasy. Yeah, I want to say thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for planning.
Have a great second day at Stuttgart. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Once again, let's hear it for Jess.